Time here tonight at the Monster Truck Challenge at the Minneapolis, Minnesota Metrodome. Ace Motorsports putting on the show here tonight. We hope you're enjoying it. Ralph Sheen alongside the professor of truckology upstairs. Down in the pits, Dave Burns.
Ralph, we talked earlier tonight about how the field of monster trucks is here tonight. Mark Hall, the executioner, he threw a brand new freshened motor and a brand new supercharger at Gravedigger and still couldn't beat him. Mark, what happened?
We just really blew it on our clutch adjustment. We were way off, and I don't know. We live and learn. We learned a little something here, so we'll go back and try and make it better. But we wanted to do good here for the Lund truck, except we had a lot of other people here, and just sorry we kind of blew it. But when you race any of these trucks, you can't make mistakes like that. So we'll be back next time and see if we can do it better.
All right, tonight, short night for the executioner.
Let's update the brackets for you as we get set for round number 2. Little Tiger that had the bye is going to go up against the big biceps of Samson. Monster Patrol is going to square off with Predator and Gravedigger and Barefoot, which could be the fight of the round.
Oh, monster truck race made in heaven. Those two guys are bad.
There's Little Tiger on the far right. Samson with the bulging bicep left.
You've got to remember, Ralph, that fast loser comes back to continue his quest.
Which I got to believe is going to come out of that Gravedigger Barefoot match.
I'm afraid that's probably right.
There's Dan Patrick sitting inside of Samson, ready to go. Oh boy. Both trucks going sky high, but Samson getting to the far end first. Ate him alive on the line, Mike.
This big Hemi working so well for Patrick. Watch Patrick. Watch it. Watch this area right in here. There's where he makes all the ground up. He's got him by, what, 2 truck lengths when it's over with?
Easy. Watch this thing just squat and move. And that's a big plus to the chassis that Dan Patrick built himself. You can have all the horsepower in the world, Mike, but if you can't get it to the ground, it does you no good.
Oh, and the suspension so well on that, and he tuned that himself also. This is going to be a great race right here, Ralph. Pezo is never a pussycat.
Predator.
And Monster Patrol, well, we know about Tom. We know how tough he is. So this is going to be a great race.
It's interesting to see if not having that big wing is going to hurt Monster Patrol tonight.
I don't think it'll come into play at all. I can't see it being part of anything. Watch.
Boy, that was a good battle.
Can you tell me who won?
No.
Okay. Just thought I'd check because I'm in a...
The United States Hot Rod Association officials have already contacted our truck. They want to see the replay to decide the winner of this.
Let's watch. Alan just ducks a little bit. I believe it's Monster Patrol.
Not by much.
Just from what I'm seeing.
From the roof. And the word is Monster Patrol.
Had him by one fang.
Gravedigger rolls out.
Now, Dennis Anderson, back a number of years ago, had a 52 Ford panel. Had great big tractor tires on it. It was painted black. Not quite that nice, but it was painted black. And at Kill Devil here in North Carolina, one day they had a mud race. And the monster truck drivers didn't show up. And Dennis said, that's not a big deal. I can do that. And there began the legend of Gravedigger. Because he went out and crushed the cars and spun and then built a new one when the next one he built was a Chevrolet. And consequently, we have a legend, Dennis Anderson.
To thy legion's cries thou shalt arise, of flame and thunder to claim thy prize, the Gravedigger.
I'm impressed, Ralph.
Okay. Isn't that cool? Kind of sends chills up your spine and ready to go.
Maybe I wasn't quite that impressed.
No?
I mean, I was a little impressed.
I think it's great.
Well, you drug me all over malls of America today. Gee whiz.
Well,
I'm telling you.
You wanted to go look
for toys.
For Hot Wheels.
Yeah, for toys.
For those of you at home that don't know, Mike is a big collector of Hot
Well,
Wheels.
yeah. But, geez,
And you didn't buy one.
No, and I won't have to work out again for a year. We walked and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked.
It was good for you.
Yeah, whatever. Ah, this is it. This is going to be good.
Who you taking?
Oh, Ralph.
I'm one of the Legions crying. I want to see him rise. Digger's going to the next round.
You like the Digger. I'll take the Bears. I've seen the Bears.
Park it. Nicely done. I think Digger won it.
That wouldn't have anything to do with you being...
Gravedigger wins. Now we've got to find out who the fast loser is. Boy.
Watch that truck glue to the ground. And then everything falls out of it.
We'll be right back to find out who the fast loser is. The Legions cried, and boy, did he ever rise. Digger goes on. Gravedigger and Barefoot, you're going to get to see it again. Coming up in the semis, Gravedigger advanced by the win. Barefoot was the fast loser. They will match up one more time, as well will Samson and Monster Patrol, to decide which two will go to our final. Okay, now let's show you the brackets for Pro Arena Truck Racing. Remember, we're going head-to-head. We got through the qualifying. Number 1, Pemberton, will go up against number 16, Zeroth. And on down, you see Brozovic, Riedel, Williams, Dorman, Walton, and Moeller. That's one side of the bracket. On the right side, McCoy, Tockheim, Bachman, Wigan, Dunn, Heaton. You can see the rest. Armbruce, the number 2 qualifier, will go up against Frenette. Now, one other thing, the number 16 guy, he broke, so Pemberton should get, well, maybe not, might get a bye. We're waiting to find out about that. Dave?
Well, Zeroth just showed up at the line, so Mark Pemberton will have to race. But he is the number 1 seed, Ralph, and I suppose it because he came the farthest, 2,000 miles from Klamath Falls, Oregon to Minneapolis, Minnesota. So, Mark, you got the number 1 seed here. You broke, though. You had to fix something. What did you fix, and is the truck ready to go?
Well, the truck is pretty notorious for breaking shocks. We broke a shock, and it's no big deal. Changed in about 10 minutes. I'd like to thank Mac Tool, Interstate Battery, and Les Schwab Tire, and the guys at the shop. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, they thrashed pretty hard, Ralph, but it was only a shock, and Mark Pemberton is ready to go. He is the fastest qualifier for tonight's action.
Well, the truck that he's going up against, that blue Bronco, is not very fast, but he is definitely spectacular.
I like it. I like it.
He put out an effort.
Hey, he's got the radio turned up real loud, playing lots of music. This, you know, we're in Pro Arena trucks. Anybody can win.
That's right. We already heard that Pemberton's got problems with shocks breaking. He breaks a shock.
Well,
The truck goes on for a win. Side by side, Pro Arena trucks for the first time on TNN Motorsport.
what if Pemberton DQs? Oh, we got the door open. We got on the Bronco. Now we've got it shut. I don't think the spare tire will live.
Shock's working beautifully on Pemberton's truck, meanwhile. He's going to take the easy win. See if this Bronco survives.
There goes the spare tire.
Oh! That hurt.
Yeah, I did.
He still hasn't figured out that you got to come to a complete stop, though.
Yeah, he does.
Well, Pemberton will win. Oh, boy.
Oh, I didn't know those were fiberglass. That surprises me. I didn't know that tailgate was fiberglass. Well, we know the side of the truck's not fiberglass. Hey, that's nothing. A little time won't take.
Joe Brozovic brings the Stars and Stripes to the line. He gets set to go.
He doesn't have an easy time of it, though, Ralph. He's going to go up against this other Bronco that's pretty tough any way you look at it.
Riedel comes up to go up against him. Riedel and Brozovic, pair of Broncos, set to go.
Oh, Joe, big jump. Big jump, Joe. Need to kick the 4-barrel. they're side to side. Joe's going to pull him out, though. He's got him down the chute. He does have to make this turn, though.
Oh, he goes over. Rolling all the way over. Keep it going, Joe.
He's going to
Keep it going, Joe. Fired up. Kenny.
Oh, he's pulling off the belt.
Stopped on him. Oh, Riddell gets a win. Well, as you said, Professor, anybody can win anytime.
It's Pro Arena Truck.
Oh, Joe Brozovic. There he is.
Joe's been eating some cookies.
Had a good Thanksgiving, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Let's see what happens to him. He's got down to the corner.
Well, he's not hurt, and that's important.
He's got him covered here, Mike.
Oh, boy, big time. I mean, he just eats him up. I really think this other Bronco is having problems. I think that it sounded like it was only running in second gear, and he never got to high gear on it when it came down this straightaway.
Look, and he's got him covered by a second or two.
He needs to go around this turn. That's it.
Wow,
and the rear tires caught the top of that berm, and adios, amigo.
He was lined up perfectly for the corner even to Dave Burns.
Well, Joe says he's going to drive it off right now, Joe, but first, describe what happened.
You know, I don't know what happened. I knew I had to cut this corner short. I didn't know how close the other guy was. And as soon as I felt my rear end come up, I know I was going for a ride. I didn't know it was going to be that hard, though.
All right, and now the heavy equipment operator is going to go to track clearing as he gets set to take the 88 off. One last time, and Ralph, the way he jumped on that on the hood, he may be retiring this thing when it's all over.
Well, you know, Mike, the thing is, there's no rearview mirror in the trucks. And Joe's not used to doing the side-by-side like that. So what happens is he didn't know how far back the other competitor was. He didn't need to run that hard. He could have cruised it on in.
But he's a competitor.
But he's a hard charger. You're right. Not knowing, instead of playing it safe, Joe was aggressive.
Went for the win.
And it cost him.
Yeah, maybe it.
Number 8 and number 9 competitors will be up next. Dorman and Williams.
There's some people having a good time.
Big crowd on hand here tonight this weekend, enjoying the activity here inside the Metrodome, home of the Minnesota Vikings and Minnesota Twins. The racetrack actually runs the length of the football field. This camera mounted in the ceiling of the Metrodome, looking down on the action. So our course pretty much covers the length and the width of the field.
Would we be sitting on the 50-yard line?
We're smack dab in the middle of the 50-yard line. This is where they would call the action for any of the Vikings football games.
I think I'd be qualified for that.
I wouldn't mind the way they're playing this year.
Are they good?
Not bad.
I knew that. I just checked it.
You don't get much pro football in Oklahoma, do you?
Well, not exactly, no. About as pro as we got the high school team.
Don Williams out of White Bear Lake.
This is going to be a great race. Watch Williams. He could be the man in this deal. I'll tell you one thing, you won't scare him.
Yeah. He definitely had a better run than Sonny Dorman did, and I think the front end of Dorman's truck could be the deciding factor here.
Watch Williams. He's in the white Bronco, and he's got about a truck length right now.
Pretty good battle coming off the corner.
Maybe the second man to win out of the bad lane. Let's see what happens. Come on, Todd. Bring it around. Bring it around. He did. He did.
He's got him.
Easy win. Don's tough now. Never count that guy out. That thing's got a Jasper motor in it, and he's always
better and better every time we see it. This last corner, Mike, really told the story. Look how well that truck turned.
He's trying to see that if he doesn't hit the concrete barriers, it looks a lot closer than it actually is. He had 2 or 3 feet spare. Looks great. Good run, good landing. It's all in one piece. Next round. There's a pro.
Big fun here tonight.
Big pro truck driver right there.
They're having fun here tonight in the Metrodome. Well, this concoction truck, probably one we're really going to have to keep an eye on. Chris McCoy.
Truck ran well.
He's going to go up against a little Noy to Kevin Tockheim.
Hey, just remember, it's pro arenas. Anyone can win.
At this point, though, coming into it.
Concoction, definitely.
Yeah, Chris McCoy's truck, that one.
Got the V6 and a good suspension on it, setting up in the front and the back, and he's running up against the basically stock Ranger, and it shows right there. He's covered him a long way. I think the Ford's going to wait back and see if concoction lasts through the whole thing.
Well, hopefully he won't make the mistake that Joe did and not run it too hard here at the final turn.
Won't pull a Joe.
An easy win for McCoy.
Concoction travels to the next run.
And the little Noid, who had a rough run through qualifying. Oh, breaks it. Last jump.
I think that's a drive shaft lane.
It's a lot of problems. Well, with parts spewing out from the bottom, Little Noid is done. Pace Motorsports has a lot of activities coming around the country this year. Check out these dates. Metrodome is where the activity is tonight in the city of Minneapolis. Pace Motorsports is in town with the Monster Truck Challenge here at the Metrodome. This will be a single run. Competitor not making the call. So Kyle Walton out of Wheatland, Iowa, who qualified third this single run. Tennis balls in the springs and all.
And two-wheel drive now. Two-wheel drive would affect it.
Didn't hurt it too much, did it?
No. No way.
Well, he might have won whether he had competition or not. That's a good run, Mike.
Well, yeah. The only place you get in trouble is if nose is down and you don't have two-wheel drive, then you got a problem. But that truck's beautiful. That's great.
He's going to take a pass on to the next round. Let's watch and see how those tennis balls work in the spring as it comes off this final jump. Watch those springs in the front. See how it absorbs that bounce and it doesn't get a lot of rebound out of that. It takes the rebound out of it so you don't get a lot of porpoising in the truck.
Did you come up with this idea for the tennis balls, or?
Well, no.
I did something that you dreamed one night?
I went down and I did my reporter job as a good journalist should. I went down and I asked him about it, looked at it, found out about it.
You think they're new tennis balls, Ralph, or you think they're used tennis balls?
Well, it depends on how much rebound you want, Mike.
Does it make a lot of difference?
You don't want much rebound. You get brand new, fresh out of the can balls. You want a little bit more rebound. You get some tennis balls that have been used, you know, on your local park tennis courts. But if you want even more rebound, see, then you go get some that like a Pete Sampras has played with. He just smack the daylights out of them. See, a little.
You use high altitude balls, Ralph. I mean, I'm pretty interested in this fuzzy ball scenario that's putting in the front springs. I think it's a wonderful idea, personally.
You know, if this broadcasting thing never works out, practice these words. Hi, my name is Mike. Would you like a cart? Is it good for you?
Oh, that hurts so bad. A greeter at Wally World.
All right, Gary Bachman getting set to go out of Washington, Illinois.
Are you trying to tell me something, Ralph?
I think it speaks for itself, Mike.
Ford versus Chevrolet. Who's it going to be? Well, the Chevrolet leads quick, but the Ford, you're correct. Ooh, the Chevrolet is fast. That's got those big tires on it. It'll bounce around a little bit. This may be a tortoise in a hare a little bit.
Hey, that Ford's not done. Oh,
no,
we out of the lines with the Chevy?
No, it doesn't make any difference. Oh, they lost the tire.
He did lose the tire, but he's going to win.
He did win.
He's going to win. Oh, what a run.
Run those tubeless tires.
That is what side-by-side pro arena racing is all about.
Gotta put some tubes in those things.
Watch this. Good racing all the way.
Watch it roll off the wheel right here in this corner.
See ya. You saw the smoke coming out of it.
It's gone. There it goes.
But
There
watch
it
the
is.
finish here, Mike. I mean, the Chevy almost comes back. Look at him.
Whoa. Can you imagine that 3,200-pound missile?
Now watch that right front tire right there.
There it
See
is.
all pop
Pops
out?
pops off the bead off the tire, and doesn't seem to affect him. Oh, but the Chevrolet was coming.
He came hard, baby.
You
He
bet.
had another 10 yards, it'd have been a whole other finish.
I don't think he's hurt. That wheel doesn't look bad. Oh, no, that wheel's okay.
We've got another pair to go.
Oh, it's race time, Ralph. You and your little Samurai
Going to the front, baby.
with 32 Ford wheels on it.
Got a good jump, didn't we?
Motorcycle tires. Ah, the Jeep's there.
Yeah, but see, we don't have to lift.
This is where horsepower comes into play. This is where horsepower comes into play. I wish it'd hurry up and come into play.
Any time now would be a good time for it to come in and play.
He needs to get that horsepower
Hear me, Mike.
into
My
play.
name is the professor. Hi, my name is Mike. Would you like
like
a
it,
card?
brother.
Thank you.
Oh, well, now, see, he kicked the drive shaft out of the front of the Jeep. That was the problem.
The Samurai wins, little tires and all. How far can he go through the lineup here tonight?
Okay, Ralph, I'll give you that one. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while.
I will agree with you, though. There's no way that Samurai gets around Pemberton. Pemberton's got a break. Armbruce, though, the number 2 qualifier, could have a shot at Pemberton. He's coming up next. He's going to race up against Burnett. Well, there's a problem with your Jeep.
I see that. They twisted the end out of the drive shaft, where it goes into the transfer case. That's an ugly sight, Ralph. Wonder why he doesn't have tennis balls in those springs.
Might be a good suggestion.
You ever see him outside that Jeep? Big man, you suggested, okay?
Armbruce rolls in. And there's Andy Burnett, who he's going to go up against.
Well, this is a classic Ford Chevrolet matchup. There's the Ford. And in the other lane is the Chevrolet.
Now, with number 2 going up against number 15, you would think Armbruce would just walk through this one. But we saw earlier tonight that that's not always the case.
Did we ever?
Yes, sir.
When Joe Boy ended up on his lid.
Joe Brozovic, who was the 1997 champion in Pro Arena Trucks, already out here tonight at the Metrodome.
Out there trying to be important. Oh, this is close. This is close. We're going to go to the ramp, side to side. Well, the Ford landed a lot better. The Ford got around the...
I think he's trying to be patient. Boy, he's already to the other end.
I think it's too late to be patient.
On board with Armbruce.
Armbruce is there.
Got it. Handled it. No problem.
Yeah.
Stop it. He's a winner. So Armbruce takes care of him, puts him away. Well, the first round of Pro Arena Trucks is taken care of here in the Metrodome. Joe Brozovic. Spectacular, but out of it. Motorsports Monster Truck Challenge. TNM Motorsports proud to bring it to you from the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Big crowd on hand here tonight to enjoy the action. Pro Arena Trucks have been a big part of it. Here's a look at the Elite 8. We started with a field of 16, and here is how the brackets are breaking down as we work our way through. Let's head downstairs now to Dave Burns.
One of the names on there, Ralph, is Don Williams. And a couple of months ago, he had a horrendous crash. Didn't even think he was going to be here. Sue, you saw that crash. What goes through your mind when your husband takes a tumble like that?
It was terrible. He went end over end, and I wasn't sure if he was going to.
But he did.
He did. He was confused after the crash, but then he came out of it.
All right, now Don is in the truck. He says his back feels fine, and they went to work on this thing and totally rebuilt it, but at the end, Ralph, they ran out of parts. Something's missing right here, but I think you know what it is.
That'd be the blue oval, wouldn't it be, Professor?
There you go. First on race day. Just kidding, now. I'm thinking the Broncos' luck won't hold 2 times in a row.
No, I think you're right. I think Craig Riddell is going down.
And he is running 2-wheel drive with the Broncos.
He's giving him a try, though.
Oh, he is. He's doing a great job. Of course, the man from Oregon is showing him the way home right at this moment.
Oh, he's tough. He is tough.
Adios.
And Riddell is struggling just to get to the finish line. Can anybody stop Pemberton? Watch Riddell take a pounding here.
I think a lot of this has to do with running only a 2-wheel drive. Because,
watch his head, Mike.
Yeah, it has to wait till it lands before it goes on. Ooh. Gummit, that's got to hurt.
Well, Williams and McCoy will be the next pair.
This is going to be a great race, Ralph. I mean, this will be a wonderful race.
The little truck with McCoy behind the wheel, then the big truck and Don Williams.
Don's a pretty good-sized boy.
See the cage off center? Kind of like a stock car behind.
Yeah.
Late model stock car.
Yeah.
The way they did that cage.
Yeah. It supports the chassis also. That's the chassis work.
Yeah. Williams with a good jump.
Oh, this is tight.
First one to the cone. McCoy.
Now Williams is in the bad lane. Let's see how he handles this. They're still just as close. It's going to come down to that finish line turn, Ralph. Williams sets it up wide, goes out on the pavement. Can he come back? It's side by side to the finish line.
Horsepower could make the difference. Williams powered past him.
Concoction got in some trouble, and that's what cost him the race.
They are, Mike, dead even the majority of the way around the course. Watch from our roof cam.
I mean, that's as close you could throw a blanket over it. Williams a little bit crooked.
Williams is on the left side of your screen. McCoy on the right.
Both of them have good turns. McCoy, little lead, but now Williams is coming back. Watch Williams set up. Truck gets sideways. Williams sets up out on the pavement. Now comes back, and we're side by side. But watch Concoction get in trouble right there, and he had to correct. That cost him the race. That put Williams to the next round.
He had him, didn't he?
Oh, he did. Look at that. He's a foot. He's got a truck link on him, and then the truck gets out of shape, and he's got to come back.
So Walton and Bachman now will square off.
Hey, it's pro truck racing. Anything can happen. This is going to be a good race, Ralph. You got the tennis ball on one side, and you got sure horseshoes on the other side.
Well, he's got the tire mounted back up on the Bachman. Remember, he lost that right front.
Got to quit running those tubeless tires. Going to have to spend that $18.74 and get a tube put in. It won't happen like that.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Or screw the tire onto the wheel. Look at the Bronco. Now they're dead even. Now they're dead even. Now the Bronco maybe a little bit in the lead. Bronco just a touch out front. He's in trouble.
Big trouble.
He's in trouble.
Big trouble.
Oh, but look at the Blazers. The Blazers are in trouble.
Stop.
No, he overshot it.
Bachman's going on again.
Oh, we lost some pieces on the Blazer. Bachman,
just when you think he is done, he finds another life to succeed.
All right. They're both in trouble. I mean, they're both all over the racetrack. But look at the Blazer. He's so far out that he can't turn around. Bachman comes back and just hangs it right around the finish line area and lets that thing run.
Look at Bachman. Watch this thing twisting on him. This is a rough ride. Look at that. Could have gone over.
You got to give it to gas to keep that from happening. And that's just what he did.
One more pair to go.
You know, and he doesn't care where the other guy is. John Deere Industrial colors on that.
Right. Took a pounding. Done and arm bruised. Up next.
Okay, you still like it now, Ralph?
Oh boy, it gets real tough here. I got to go with arm bruised, I think.
Okay. I thought you'd cowered out sooner or later. I don't know, but
no, it's not coward. It's not chickening out. It's being smart.
The red glasses may do it, though. Well, arm bruise is showing away. But as we know, it's not over till we get to the finish line. Look, Ralph! Look, Ralph!
He's not done, is he?
No, he isn't.
He's coming on strong.
No, he isn't, and he's going to make this turn.
Oh! Look at that!
Arm bruise to a power line. We didn't do it.
So much for me being smart.
You scare me sometimes, Ralph. That wasn't one of them.
Done the number 6 qualifier. Just put away number 2.
Watch the little guy hang so tough and cut so sharp on that corner, and that's what did it. Arm Bruce got way out of shape, got over to the concrete blocks. Now he's in trouble again, and there's not enough time to recover.
I'll tell you what, this Suzuki's going to the final. You know why? As you watch Arm Bruce get in trouble, the Suzuki's going up against Bachman.
Yeah?
Bachman can't handle the Suzuki.
Yeah?
Yep. It'll be Pemberton and Dunn in the final. You watch.
No,
We got plenty more coming your way.
I'm staying.
United States Hot Rod Association in action.